Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to you live on the LI Sports Network. Second game of our doubleheader in the New York Islanders High School Hockey League, a Varsity Conference 1 matchup to wrap up the night. The Syosset Braves and the Bethpage Eagles getting ready to go. Warm-ups have concluded, and these two teams looking to roll as we inch closer to playoff season. Bethpage on a 2-game winning streak after an OT win over Hills and a win over East Meadow to kick off 2026. Syosset started 2026 with an OT win over Manhasset, fell last night 4-3 over Long Beach, and are going to look to get back in the win column while Bethpage are trying to stay in it. Underway, Syosset in the black uniforms looking to get right on the attack here. Immediate glove stop for the starting netminder, Brandon Katopka. Nick Suma between the pipes for Syosset. Shot from the point, Katopka will eat it. Light bench for Syosset, full bench for Bethpage. Puck back to the point, and Bostwick keeps it in, getting the puck down now to Giamarino. Looking to the goal line, Billy Wendell will take it away. Wendell trying to drag it through the skates of Eli Werfel. He slowed him down. Back over to Wendell, snap it across, poked in by Seglio. Bostwick there, up the boards, and right out the middle of the ice, Giamarino. Minute gone here in the first. Giamarino fakes inside, goes out on Wendell, but he pokes it to the corner. Billy Wendell up to the point. That shot fluttering. Katopka going to pass it out to Seglio. Hits him right on the tape. Seglio driving in, trying to dangle around Joe Finelli, but he's stopped up, and Finelli turns up ice. Kept in, off to the backhand, shots blocked. Bergen gonna skate it out. Bergen pokes it in as Bethpage gets some fresh legs out there. Played to Danny Desquie. Desquie. Pass got blocked. Blocked again. Continues to battle for it though. Wendell will collect. Puts it off the boards to Bergen. Bergen backhands it north. It's going to be kept in at the line. Blocked. Right in the way there. Nick Minhas. That shot from the top of the circle. Punched away by Katopka. As Winston Chung let that one fly. Across to Chung. Robert Engel cutting in. Engel splits through. Swept away by Bergen. Syosset will reset. Travis Quigley here taking you through the call tonight. Anthony Papasadero, Rowan Loddick, Gabe Takuri, Sam Musnick on the crew here at the LI Sports Network at the TOB. Turnover, Chung with a chance, and Katopka will make the save. Syosset 1 point back of Manhasset for the 3rd seed right now in the Varsity Conference 1. Bethpage currently 3 points out of the number 5 seed, which would keep them out of the play-in round. A win tonight for Bethpage over Syosset would put them just 1 point back and in prime position with just a few games left on the schedule to try to make a run for that 5th spot and avoid the play-in, avoid the possibility of relegation. Chance here, dragging, shooting. Katopka's save, rebound still there. Katopka covers it. Trying to take it free was Werfel, but Katopka stayed on top of the puck. Plenty of shots early here for the Braves. Ribeiro slows it up off the draw. Out to Seglio. Seglio Space to skate. Gonna flip it in behind the net of Suma. Finelli to it first. Out comes Syosset, offside. As Werfel just couldn't drag the leg. Giamarino carrying the puck. 6-4-1 Braves, 3-8 Eagles. Bethpage, the 2023-2024 New York Islander High School Hockey League varsity champions. Get a 2-on-1 chance here. As that shot's blocked, goes out of play. Won the title in this building. Last year it was the Belmore Merrick Bulldogs, 24-25. They're leading the pack right now in the varsity standings. Number one atop the table, looking to repeat not just the New York Islander High School Hockey League crown, but also the Long Island Championship crown. As it comes out for Syosset, 2-on-2 rush. Chung backhands it out, covered by Katopka. And both of these teams want to get back to the mountaintop themselves. And Syosset have consistently been oh so close the last few seasons. Have not been able to get past that dreaded semifinal round in a few years. There's a D-to-D pass to Squee to Finelli. And I know the Braves feel that they can get the job done. They just got to put it all together as Finelli dangles in off the noggin of Katopka, flies out of play. Nothing through the first 4.5 minutes of this contest. 6 shots on net for Syosset, still awaiting the first for Bethpage is Nick Suma, the Braves goalie. Chang got it to Baudil, who clears. Stretched out. And Nicolau over the blue. Leaves it for Giamarino. Driving the shoulder. Trying to protect the puck, but Chang puts him into the boards. Kicks the puck free now. And puts it all the way around to Aiden Park. Park couldn't clear. Desquee on the keep-in. Desquee fires. Rebound. Nothing there. Katopka put it right into the corner. Giamarino in behind. Got it to Nicolau. Off the wall with the shot short side. Werfel hit nothing but glass. 9.5 remaining in the first period. Still looking for the opening tally for both these teams. As Bostwick leads the rush. Started from behind his own net. Drags it around Bergen. And Wendell lines him up. And played the body on him there. Bergen one-handed poke around off the boards. Right to the stick of Jake Baudil. Baudil trying to play it across. Off the bench coming is Ribeiro. Back to Minhas. Swept away from him by Finelli. Wendell got it back though. Looks to put it deep. Syosset trying to go long quickly. It's broken up by Wendell. Flipped into the zone by Baudil. Delayed offside on Bethpage. Syosset with plenty of time to reset. Engel carries in that one. It flipped into the Bethpage bench. We'll get the stoppage with 8:35 to go in the first. 0-0. Left of Katopka. New center for Syosset coming in. Seglio puts it in. Gets on the forecheck. Trying to put pass out front. It's collected now. A turning shot, Ronaldo. It was blocked. Finelli backhands it around to Chung. Winston Chung. It's Engel on the tape. Robert Engel with a drop pass. Stolen away. It doesn't get to Bostwick. Ronaldo trying to clear. Poked off his stick by Bostwick. Hits the glass and Chung knocks it down. Wendell plays the body. Katopka out. And forehand wrap from Brandon Katopka clears. Finelli quickly turns up the sheet. Finelli around 2. Joe Finelli, shot blocked by Wendell. Knocked down by Robert Engel. Dropped it back to the point. Chung slides it to Desquie. Can't get a shot through. Solid defense from Seglio as he was right on him immediately. Engel out up top, circled through the legs. Backhand try. Doesn't go. Katopka covers it up. Silky mitts from Giammarino. Couldn't get the backhander to go, and Katopka tracked it the whole way through. No second opportunity there for Syosset. 0-0, we stay. Almost kept in by Syosset there, but Ronaldo kept driving his feet and helped it out. Another keep in, this time for Bethpage and Chris Seglio. Ribeiro on the hold in now, but that one is shot into the Braves bench. Finelli drives over the blue with a lot of speed. Looking out front. Broken up. Great play from Chang. Had the stick down ready there. And now the defenseman, Shubo Chang, will skate it out. Great backhand pass to Seglio, who's in one-on-one. And Finelli stands him up there. Back across. And Chang went right through his skates. Pushed ahead to Eli Werfel from Chu. Werfel back over. Nobody home. Chang lost it in the skates. Puts it around now to Ronaldo. Ronaldo avoids a check. Gonna wheel out. Trying to drop it to Wendell. Pass was behind him though. And this is gonna allow Desquie to race into the zone after the turnover. Desquie forced behind the net. Out to the slot. One-timer. Katopka with the blocker. Great save. Off the boards. Eli Werfel. That's blocked. Bostwick to behind the net for Giammarino. Lost it in his feet. It's the captain, Billy Wendell, trying to dig it out. Assistant captain, I should say. Desquie gloves it down. Offside called. And we get the stoppage. 5:48 in the first. Billy Wendell been such a leader for this Bethpage team. 16 points in 11 games. A stalwart on the defensive end. As Finelli gets in on the Syosset win. Great pass, threading the needle through the middle of the ice, right to the far blue. But Wendell, just talking about his defensive play, stands it up and leads that breakout. As the Eagles can get on the forecheck now. Up to Robert Engel. And she's going to poke it out of the zone. Wendell back off the glass and in. Over to Finelli. It's Finelli. Overskated it offside. Delayed, so he'll tag as Wendell regroups. Wendell's going to carry here. Billy Wendell. Driving in wide, looking out front. Pass gets blocked. Wendell back with it. Continuing to curl. Now a shot blocker save. Up top to the point, it's Wendell. Rister blocked again. Pushed to the boards. Syosset trying to clear. It's poked out to Engel. Robert Engel waiting for some reinforcements. Blasts one wide. Big windup on that slap shot. Out to Minhas. And a 2-on-2 rush for the Eagles. Minhas over the line offside. Vents just got in before the puck. Eagles get on the forecheck. 4:20 to go in the first. As Desquie putting the body on Ribeiro to knock him off the puck. Touch pass middle for Werfel. Werfel driving in, stopped up by Chang. Nicolau across to Finelli. Finelli goes wide, has to take it behind the net, and continue to wheel around. Up to Desquie. Desquie off the wall. Giamarino. Plays the body on Bergen, up to the point, poked out by Chris Seglio. Seglio on Desquie. Desquie trying to turn up quickly. Avoids a poke from Ronaldo. Danny Desquie. Curling back through the seam to Finelli. Finelli cutting middle. Backhand look, goes through the blue paint, nobody there. Giamarino out of the corner on his backhand. Looking for the shot. Now backdoor. Katopka! What a save! Rousing ovation from his bench as Syosset stay on the attack. Finelli at the point. That shot's deflected. Katopka gets a piece and kicks it to the corner. Off the wall, Giamarino goes to the point for Finelli. 3 minutes remaining. Back for Giamarino, but skips his twig. Nicolau for Giamarino. Pressure on here for Syosset as they're keeping the Eagles hemmed in their own end. Giamarino off the boards, out of the corner, has some space to shoot. Katopka save, rebound, another save. Katopka loosened the paint and cleared all the way out by Ribeiro. Seglio's after it, wins the foot race with Desquie, but Desquie pitting him up and will take the puck away. Slides it across to Eli Werfel. Werfel drags and shoots. It's blocked by Wendell. Desquie back out front, and Chang will block that pass attempt. Ribeiro, high flip, a little too much under it as it goes directly out of play. 2:19 to go. Face-off staying inside the Bethpage zone. Nothing still between these two teams. Chance here for Syosset off the draw, and it's put over the net. Ramped up a stick as it's Engel turning and firing over the head of Katopka. Up to the point. Bostwick, slap shot. That hits the glass. Bergen creates space and turns it out of the zone. Icing coming. Bethpage, Wendell trying to split out. Instead, it's taken by Engel. Engel one-on-one, poked away by Bergen. Minhas clears the zone. Wendell lost the handle, though, and it's back with Winston Chung. Chung takes the check from Bergen. Katopka wants to come out to play it. Backhands it around to Park. Park will slide it back down low to Billy Wendell. And he'll come out the near side. Saucer pass across, broken up. Engel. Robert Engel forced to the corner by Bergen. He'll go up to the point, and Desquie couldn't keep it. Jumped right over his stick. Syosset going to be forced to break out of their own zone. Wrapped around off the bench. Giamarino scoops final minute of the first. Giamarino knocked away as he was trying to split through a couple defenders. Giamarino rolls to the middle point. Chips it to the corner, keeps buzzing around. Now a pass to the high slot. Finelli opens and shoots. Hits the crossbar. What a look for Finelli there. Bar up, out of play with 38.5 to go. So close to our first of the night. Not sure that Brandon Katopka was able to see that one clean as there was a lot of traffic in front of him. Get another look at that there. One back to Wendell, who's wheeling. Billy Wendell on the backhand, dumps it past Disque, keeps after it. Couldn't get a pass out front. Suma's going to dive on it instead. Braves win it back to Finelli. Couldn't clear. Seglio keeps it. Ribeiro's the forechecker. Now a cross-ice pass. Engel touches it to Giammarino. Gets it back with 10. One last attempt here. Dropped outside. Giammarino on his backhand. Looking back door. Katopka took it off the pad. It's still free. 2 seconds. Turning shot missed from Engel. And that does it for period 1. Still goose eggs on the scoreboard. 11 shots for Syosset. Just 1 for the Bethpage Eagles. A couple reinforcements here for the Braves now. 15 minutes down, 30 minutes to go. Don't go anywhere. Still tied up between Syosset and Bethpage here on the LI Sports Network. Back live for the second period. Bethpage Eagles, Syosset Braves. 0-0 the score between the two. Just awaiting Brandon Katopka. Headed between the pipes. Team switch sides. Looking for our first goal of the night. Syosset will win the faceoff. Quick stretch pass. Nicolau drops it off for Engel. Back pressure forces it to the corner. And Chang plays him tight defensively and knocks the puck off his stick. Giammarino there to help. Leaves it at the point. Schoenberg shot blocked. Engel for Schoenberg in the high slot. Katopka with the save through a screen. Taking the whistle. Finelli on the keep in on the weak side wrap. Now Bethpage get it out though after they force the turnover. 3-on-2 chance is denied by Giammarino. Puts it to neutral ice. It's back to Finelli. Finelli avoids a hit. Up top to Giammarino on the backhand. Looking for the lane. Hits a skate up top to Schoenberg. Just going to fire it low. Bergen got a piece. Seglio trying to redirect it out. Couldn't first try. Schoenberg another keep. Now it's forced out by Ribeiro. Over Schoenberg. Slides it right back across to Giammarino, who drags and shoots. Blocker save Katopka. Puck flipped out. And Engel will reset things. Goes long. Bostwick dumps it in. Chang off the wall and out. Icing coming on Bethpage. Great play by Bergen right off the draw, driving through to skate it out solo. Now drops it off. Chance here for Baudil, but he can't get the look to the net. And now an opportunity the other way for Eli Werfel. He shoots through the screen and doesn't get there. Wendell ahead, kept by Desquis. Desquis walks and fires wide. Good hack from Bergen. Bostwick on the keep. Able to get it to Werfel. Now to Chung. Back to Werfel. Poked away Wendell. And it's going to be skated out by Park. Park trying to put it in deep. Desquis hooks it away from him. Minhas is back to regroup for the Eagles. Took a check from Chung. Poked out of the skates. Battle continues, and Wendell will skate over to collect the puck. Stops behind his own net, now starts the breakout. It's chopped out of the zone. We're not going to make it to be an icing. And back to collect is Eli Werfel with a little bit of pressure from Park. Werfel now turning on the Jets. Head fake at neutral ice over the blue into the offensive zone. Lost the handle. Bergen with a stand-up defensive play. It's Park. Looks to dump it in. It's knocked down by the glove of Engel. Baudil lost the twig. Wendell's back with the puck. Giammarino forechecking hard. Wendell pushes it a bit too far ahead. Turnover. Giammarino 2-on-1. Slides it across to Engel. Katopka with the save. Behind the net, pass to the slot. As Giammarino was looking to hook up with Engel there. Kept Schoenberg on goal and breadbasket save for Katopka. 11-11 left in the second period. 0-0 still the score between Bethpage and Syosset. Here at the TOB, the second game of our doubleheader tonight. Closing in on playoff hockey in the NYIHSHL Varsity Division. Playing round Sunday, February 1st. We'll get the quarterfinals going 2 days after as Wendell wheeling ahead with numbers now. Wendell goes wide. Wendell backhand forehand hit the post. Great chance for Billy Wendell. Best of the game for the Eagles. Right back out though come the Braves. Schoenberg going to drop it off for Giammarino. Engel's going to dump it in as it came behind Giammarino. Finelli walking around, looking to put it on goal. Pops into the high slot, and Ribeiro will clear. Poked ahead. And Schoenberg broke it up, got it to Finelli. Finelli feels the pressure immediately, though. Shot blocked by Wendell, pardon me, by Chang. Now that's Wendell, who will poke it around Winston Chung. Wendell just wants to clear the zone. He does. Icing on the way. Right through the middle of the draw, it's Park. He'll float it in on goal. Suma going to be forced to cover. Bethpage with an O-zone draw now. Off the side of the net, Bethpage looking to create a chance here. Bergen from the point, that shot's blocked. Desquie gonna look to skate out. Desquie, clean possession. Slowed down by Bergen, able to poke it deep. With Bergen, poked away from him. Carmine Vent takes a check from Desquie, knocked to the ice. And it's chipped ahead for Schoenberg, pardon me, for Werfel. Werfel chips it in as Chung driving. Vent takes a check from Bostwick, and Park will chip it in deep. Suma plays it around on the backhand. Minhas first to it. Minhas across. Vent's looking to get there. Vent has it knocked away. Robert Engel with Giamarino joining the rush. Has it poked off the stick. Shubo Chang at his own blue line. Great stand-up D-play. Slapped down the ice by Bergen. Icing again on the Eagles. They just wanted to complete that line change and get some fresh skaters out there. Draw one back. Dished across. That shot from the point, and Katopka standing up will make the save. Bethpage trying to break out. And now it's chipped ahead for Wendell. Wendell over the blue, becomes a 3-on-3. Looking to sauce it back door, not much on it. Half the game gone, half of it to go. Still trying to find our first goal of this hockey game. Giamarino on the 1-mil deke, unsuccessful. Schoenberg blasts it wide. Engel all the way around. Schoenberg at the point. No lane to the net, puts it back where it came from. Engel for Schoenberg, was diving in, broken up by Ribeiro. Giamarino with a nice move around Ronaldo. Pass hits the outside of the net. Katopka covers. Ronaldo forces it out. Seglio looking back door. Ronaldo's stick tied up by Schoenberg. Offside called on Syosset. Quick snap pass ahead off the face-off, and Syosset weren't able to get it settled in the zone. They have to regroup now. Desquie redlining in, gloved by Wendell. Wendell sauces it forward, and Chris Seglio has Ronaldo driving with him, but Bostwick gonna stand him up defensively, take the puck away, and clear it to neutral ice. Dumped back in by McAlpine. Desquie starts to drive the net. Desquie shoots, blocker save. Still Desquie with it. To the slot, one-timer. High and wide there for Engel. That one poked out of the zone. Ronaldo broken up by Desquie. Slides it to Giammarino. Giammarino drops it through his skates to the outside. Curls back up top to the point. Hooks it over to Ryan Bostwick, who will fire a wrist shot. That's kicked away by Kotopka. Bostwick behind the net. Bethpage keep it in. It's Ribeiro. Drags and shoots. Pad save. Suma. Rebound. Off into the near corner. Back with Ribeiro trying to dump it in. Bostwick. Quick one-touch pass ahead. Chu. Lost it. Following it up, Giammarino. Couldn't keep possession. Cleared out by Bethpage. 4:25 left in the second period. Finelli splitting through. Finelli shoots. Kotopka keeps it tight to the body once more. From the point, that deflects, but Kotopka was ready. Back to the point. Finelli's shot is blocked. Jake Baudil clears the zone. Back in comes Syosset. It's Chung. Slides it middle. Finelli can't get it through. It's taken away from McAlpine. And Shubo Chang will lead this rush up one-on-one. Chang going wide on Schoenberg. Schoenberg knocks him right to the corner. No opportunity there. Schoenberg going to lead the breakout. Enters the offensive zone. Looking across the seam, but nobody home. Park will push it ahead for Chang. Chang keeps wheeling. Defended by Schoenberg again. Now Finelli up front, paddled away Suma. And this is going to be taken with a lot of pace by Eli Werfel. 2-on-1 as Chung backdoor. Werfel drags in, shoots. Kotopka kept it out. Minhas overskates it. Back into the zone, Eli Werfel. Werfel dropping it off, nobody there. Trying to find Finelli. Finelli's going to take this one off the wall. Protecting the puck and shooting, hits the post, rebound, does not go. Trying to stuff it in now, another opportunity, save Katopka, it's still loose. At the point, Schoenberg walks, fires, glove save, Katopka, no stick. Bethpage just trying to clear, they do. Icing called, what a sequence, let's take a look. Brandon Katopka standing on his head tonight. Great puck protection from Finelli, cutting through, rings the post. An opportunity for Engel, bouncing puck goes wide. Tried to stuff it back in, wouldn't go. 2:32 in the second, and it's still nothing. On the keep, Engel. That goes off the stick of Chang. Katopka caught it with the glove, he was ready. Dangerous play there for sure. Do the face-off from the same spot. Taken by Finelli. Finelli, spinning pass, what a block. Connor Bergen getting a stick in the lane. Ribeiro drives wide on Disqui. Great angle from the Braves defenseman there. And this will allow Giammarino to buzz. Giammarino trying to avoid a stick lift. Ends up getting it poked off the stick by Bergen. Taken from by Baudil. It's Disqui. Disqui for Engel. Engel across to Bostwick. Looking back door, that's blocked by Chang. Bostwick kept it for a second, but now it's Seglio out. Bostwick on a poke. Seglio still driving. Protects the puck. He and Finelli go down. Finelli pops up quicker and takes it. Bergen back off the wall to Seglio, who popped up and was ready for possession. Had it knocked away, though, by Giammarino. Finelli hits Engel on the stick. He'll cut middle onto his forehand. Engel snaps it on goal. Katopka save. Final minute of period 2. Giammarino spins it behind the back to Disqui. Out front blocked by Chang. Disqui behind the net. Looking for the pass. Knocked out of the air. Giammarino hits the side of the cage. Tied up in his skates. And it's Chang who's there. Looking to clear. Held in the zone, Bostwick. Giammarino opens up on the forehand. Shot off a body. Seglio can't clear. 30 seconds to go. Bostwick fumbles it, recovers. Got it right back. Down low, Giammarino. Across Disqui, and that ramps up the stick of Ryan Ribeiro and goes out of play with 24 seconds to go. Bethpage are able to clear the zone. It's Syosset who possess. They send it back in. Wendell behind his own net. Wrapping it around to Minhas. Schoenberg on the keep. Back down low with 5. Wendell wins the body positioning and now just going to eat the puck on the boards to end the frame. 30 minutes of hockey played, and the score is the same as when these two teams started warm-ups. We got 15 minutes left to find a winner between Syosset and Bethpage here at the TOB as we get ready to wrap up our doubleheader tonight. Brandon Katopka, Nick Suma sharing a laugh at center ice right now as they give each other a tap on the pads as they both have played sensational tonight. 15 minutes to go here on LISN. Back for the third period. Travis Quigley here on the call. Gabe Zakuri, Sam Musnick, Anthony Papasadero, Rowan Hlodick joining me on the crew this evening. Second game of our doubleheader. Bethpage and Syosset. Goose eggs on the board. 15 minutes to go here at the TOB. Syosset controlled the opening draw, and it's Finelli weaving to the middle of the ice, fakes a slap shot, drops it off. Chung rolling puck hits the glass. Forced back behind with Engel. Engel rolling on the backhand. That shot's blocked by Bergen. Off the wall, not out. Good battle there for the Braves to keep the line. McAlpine trying to slide it to Chung. Pops up in the air. Engel dropping in. Nice move, Engel. Couldn't get around Billy Wendell. And now here comes Wendell. Wendell trying to settle this rolling puck down. Cuts to the middle and shoots. Puts it over the head of Suma. Seglio couldn't keep it deep. Chung will slide it to Engel. 1-on-3. Engel trying to fight through. Wendell on the stick lift got him to the corner. But Engel gets the pass to Giamarino off the bench. Just missed. Bit too high on the shot there. It's Engel out of the corner off the wall. Walks in, fires. He scores! Robert Engel, his 5th of the season, makes it 1-0 for Syosset. 31 minutes and 10 seconds to get our first goal of the night. Great shot there from Engel, as it has been oh so tough to beat Brandon Katopka in this one. They get it done there. Michaela Kauf going to play it ahead. Desquee going long. Icing called. Ozone draw for the Eagles as they look to tie things up now. Haven't gotten too many pucks towards Nick Suma tonight. Certainly going to want to test him more in this third period. Up the boards, Wendell trying to keep it. Didn't get there in time. Delayed offside now on Bethpage. They'll curl back and get on the forecheck. It's quickly snapped to Eli Werfel, who will dump it in though. Katopka will stop it up. Katopka looking long. Broken up Desquee, slides it right ahead to Werfel. Poked off his stick. Kauf there first. Off the wall. Settled, and the shot kisses the top of the glass and stays in the rink. It pops out to neutral ice. Kauf trying to touch pass it across. Great play, Desquee, as Seglio was flying. Ribeiro on the back check, slows him down. Wendell trying to poke it out. Bostwick on the keep. Touchdown, Werfel looking back door. Off the boards to Desquee. Kauf slows him down. Out to the middle, intercepted by Shubo Chang. And Chang gonna wheel. Poked away by Giamarino. Ribeiro following it up, trying to take the puck away. Now it's Werfel over the blue. Werfel drops it back to Giamarino. What a play at the blue line, but Wendell stands him up. Wendell gonna look to skate now. Saucer pass ahead over the stick of Seglio. Schoenberg starts the rush. Comes through the middle to Engel. Engel drags outside. Great poke from Chang, saving that one. Now Finelli. He's got a lane to walk, but blew a tire. Had the lane to the net, but just lost an edge. And now Minhas pokes it out. Numbers for Bethpage. Minhas trying to slide it across to Ribeiro. And Giamarino over to take it away. Now Giamarino leads the rush. Under the triangle. Backhand, forehand. Hit the bar and goes over the glass. 11:38 left in the third period. 1-0 the score off the goal from Robert Engel. Engel goes forward off the faceoff. Save. Rebound. He scores. Talk about solo effort. Robert Engel does it all by himself. It's 2-0 Braves. Goes forward off the faceoff. Takes the shot and gets his own rebound. And the second opportunity goes past Katopka. 2-0 lead, 2 goals for Engel. Here tonight, Minhas right in for the Eagles. Floats it on net. Suma will make the save. From the point, that shot's blocked. Out of the zone, Engel. Engel driving wide. Backhand, scores! Robert Engel, Natty Hattie, how do you do? 3-0 Braves. Robert Engel must have been watching the Islander game before his game started. Says, I see you, Anthony Duclair, and I raise you 1. 3-0 lead for Syosset here in the third period. Chung in with a shot blocked by Bergen. Goes out of play. Engel up to 7 goals on the season now. Right off the draws, denied and covered by Katopka. Each of these teams with 4 games left after tonight in the regular season. Is Wendell going to slow down Giamarino, but Chung following it up, takes it away. Chung shoots, Katopka saves. Back with Chung again, driving the net, knocked away. Ribeiro turns it to Seglio and gets it back. Ribeiro with Wendell driving, that goes wide. Wendell keeps it deep. Ribeiro gonna walk it around, trying to find a lane. Pass gets blocked. Wendell takes it out of the corner. Cycle to Ribeiro, took a check from Giamarino, and Bostwick takes the puck. Move to Werfel. Werfel will skate out, leading a 3-on-3 zone entry. Werfel to Giamarino. Giamarino tucking the shoulder, trying to go between the legs. Couldn't get the shot through. Bergen ahead. And Seglio gets it out, but Finelli hustling back will take possession once more. Finelli has to take it behind the net. Looking point with it. Curls it back deep. Katopka's out to play it. Wraps it back where it came from. Just out of reach of Chris Seglio. And Finelli will go D-to-D for Schoenberg. Schoenberg's pass to Werfel just went under the stick. Wendell will regroup behind the net. Cuts and wheels. Wendell, backhand, forehand try. Suma with the save. Rebound collected by Schoenberg. 9 minutes left in regulation. Drops it back to Finelli. Finelli with the hard wrap to Schoenberg. Schoenberg for Finelli. Finelli goes across. Engel back to Finelli, just missed. Engel with a quick hack. And Bethpage clear. Engel trying to drop it off from McAlpine, went through his skates. And that stretch pass broken up by Schoenberg. Good read from the Braves defenseman. 8:17 left in the third period, 3-0 thanks to the natural hat trick from Robert Engel. All 3 goals here in the third period. All 3 goals came 2 minutes and 36 seconds apart. Behind the net, out to the high slot, save Katopka, sweeps it away. We got a penalty called up. Sounds like we're gonna get a 2 and a 10 here. Or pardon me, thought I heard the officials say someone was gonna have to serve. Just a 2-minute roughing call. My apologies. Misheard what our official had came over and said. It's a power play opportunity for the Bethpage Eagles. And they win it. Wendell, D-to-D. Shot safe, Suma. Rebound goes to Seglio. Looking for Wendell, pass off a skate. Wendell's going to race down to collect. Wendell up top with Bergen. He's going for a lap. Wendell shoots. Knocked down by Suma, but he's going to glove it out of the air. Pass to Ribeiro's blocked. It's still with Billy Wendell behind the net. Wendell trying to stuff it. Another save, Suma. And now Chung will wheel it out. Chung dumps it in. Katopka out, stops it up. .115 left on the power play. And Giamarino settles. Bostwick throws it 200 feet. High flip out of the zone for Engel. Katopka out to play it, looking long. Engel's going to intercept it with a chance. Save off the mask. Batted out of the air. Werfel trying to collect. And instead it's Bergen taking it away. Odd man rush. Bergen with Ribeiro driving. Looking back door. It's blocked. Bergen on the backhand. And the net came off. Suma made the pad save. McAlpine flips it in just past Chang, looking to the slot, and we return to 5-on-5 hockey as out of the box comes Nicolau after the 2-minute roughing call. Ribeiro protecting the puck, one hand on the stick. Still in the corner. Nice work from Ribeiro here. Knocked away by Schoenberg, but he's still battling for it. Schoenberg clears the zone. Right back off the wall, Bergen to Seglio. Seglio takes a bump from Engel. McAlpine for Schoenberg. Got it out of the zone, delayed offside. Seglio Gets it, dumps it back in. Final 5 minutes here at the TOB Tuesday Night Hockey in the NYIHSHL. Glad to be back here in 2026. It pops across to the back door off the outside of the net for Chu. Chu's going to get there first. Looking for the seam pass, taken away by Gavin Baudil. He clears the zone. Suma puts it to the corner for Disqui. Off the rush, just out of Chu's reach. And it's going to be Chang, who drives forward. Looking to go wide on Disqui. Disqui breaks up that pass attempt. Slides it ahead to Giamarino. Giamarino going right through the middle. Going to get a break here to his backhand. He scores! What a silky goal for Massi Giamarino. Forehand, backhand, bar down. Four 0 lead for Syosset late in the third period as they put it right back into the Bethpage zone. Zeminski moves it north. Evangelou got it out. It's right back with the Braves. Wendell now stops up, avoids the pressure from Nicolau. Wendell gonna wheel. It's Billy Wendell driving wide on Schoenberg. Wendell with a shot that hits the post. So close for Billy Wendell right there. Taken away by Chang. Chang blew a tire. Trying to go inside out on Schoenberg. Evangelou forces a turnover. It's jumped by Engel. Pokes it ahead. Chung outside, dropping it off for Engel. Lost it in the skates. Gets it right back. Out in front, Katopka covers. 2:54 remaining. Braves keep it. Eagles look to clear off the glass. And it's out with Ribeiro. Ribeiro trying to weave middle. Chung takes it away from him. Goes to the wall. Minhas trying to slide it to Wendell. Broken up McAlpine. Wendell keeps driving though. Now it pops out with Nicolau. Nicolau. Chip and chase. Off on the backhand. Nobody home in front. Chung's pass comes out to neutral ice, and Engel is going to bring it all the way back. He's just game to kill some time here. Up 4-0 with just 2 minutes to go, but it's taken away thanks to the pressure from Ribeiro. Ribeiro still with the puck. Engel trying to win it back. Ribeiro trying to get the stick free here as they're still tied up on the boards. What a battle there as it squirts out, and Suma's going to cover it up. A lot of respect to Ryan Ribeiro. He was working hard right there, and as you see right now, they give each other a quick tap on the helmet. Engel actually helped Ribeiro back to his feet, and that's what you love about this game right there. Two guys just battling hard right up against the board, working for possession, and then showing a bit of respect afterwards, knowing that they both just gave it their all. Love to see that right there between Engel and Ribeiro. Delayed offside on Bethpage. It's Disqui. Shot wide. Flipped out to neutral ice. $1:30 to go. Broken up by Wendell. Suma going to come out to play this one on the backhand. Got it to Bostwick. Bostwick swings it up to Werfel. Werfel cutting in around his own, around the Bethpage net. Hits Bostwick, opposite point. Bostwick just lost it, couldn't get the shot through. Bergen is going to chip it out into space. Werfel collects at neutral ice. Final minute here in the hockey game. Offside called on Syosset. So with the win tonight, Syosset going to leapfrog Manhasset once again, retake third place. Manhasset with 2 games at hand on Syosset, which will help them out. But for now, Syosset in that third hole, they'll jump up to 15 points, be 4 points back of Belmore Merrick and Long Beach, who each have 19 points apiece. Bethpage going to remain in that 7 hole. Again, each team 4 games left before we lock in those final seedings, as Katopko will put it to the corner for Wendell. Out to the slot, chance here, Nickel out to his backhand, Katopka read it the whole way, makes the save, 14 seconds to go. Nice stop from Brandon Katopka right there. He's made 31 saves tonight. Pops back to Squee. On goal, save, rebound there. Another stop with the left pad for Katopka. 2 seconds and 1. That does it. Syosset pick up a 4-0 shutout victory off the back of a natural hat trick from Captain Robert Engel. Nick Suma gonna collect his 5th victory of the season and his 2nd shutout here in 25-26. A big win for the Braves after dropping the game last night to Long Beach. Needed to get back into the win column and continue to keep things tight with Manhasset in that 3-4 battle in the standings. As mentioned a few times, both these teams, just 4 games left in the regular season. For Bethpage, back in action next Wednesday here at the TOB, taking on VSSL Storm. We'll see you Eagles fans back on LISN in 2 weeks from today, Tuesday, January 20th, for an 8:15 matchup against Manhasset. Syosset fans coming off the win and back to 3rd place. Back in action, couple weeks off as well. 2 weeks. We see Syosset here at the TOB on that same very day, January 20th, 6:45 start time. Syosset versus East Meadow, as they'll play 4 games in 6 days to round out their 2025-2026 regular season campaign. Don't go anywhere, fans. We've got our player of the game interview coming up next with captain of the Braves, Robert Engel, off the back of that hat trick and 4-0 victory. So don't go anywhere. One moment. We've got our interview coming up next. Live post-game with our player of the game, the hat-trick hero tonight, Captain Robert Engel from the Syosset Braves, a 4-0 victory here tonight. Coming off that loss against Long Beach last night, Robert, I'm sure it was really important for the group to bounce back and get the win, right?
Yeah, this was big for us. I mean, we didn't have a good game last night. We got smacked around a little bit, but we came back tonight, played a good game, short bench. It still didn't matter for us, but played a good game, and we ended out on top.
And this was a dogfight. I mean, it took us until the third period before we got our first goal. Brandon Katopko on the other side played really well for Bethpage. Your Tendi, Nick Suma made the stops when he had to make them. Didn't face the puck a lot tonight, but made those stops when necessary. And then you came shot out of the cannon in the third period. A hat trick for you in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. I'm sure you didn't even know it was that fast. Just talk us through what you were seeing out there.
So I really got a talk from my coach before that, saying we really needed something. I went out there that shift, and I just put my mind to it. Ended up working well for us, and props to their goalie. He's really good. Had a lot of saves. I mean, he stopped us all the way through there. But coming out strong in that third period was really going to help us there.
Yeah, you guys were flying in the third period. It seemed like Coach really kind of rallied the troops in that second intermission, got you guys fired up for the final 15, and it showed in that performance, a 4-0 win. Now, you guys have a couple weeks off before you're back in action with the Braves. January 20th is when we're going to see you again, and you end the regular season with 4 games in 6 days. So what is that going to be like for the group? A test in which you're still battling to secure your playoff position. What's the mentality going to be like?
We just got to come out every game hard. I mean, it's going to be a really tough week. 4 games is not an easy amount. Got to come out strong every game, though. We got to keep it up. We can't settle down into what they want us to do, and we got to keep it up so we get that second seed.
Yep. I talked to Aiden Cleary a couple weeks ago, and he said you guys are a confident group in that room. You really believe in yourselves. You know, historically over the last couple of years, you guys have made it far, but you can't get past that hump of the semifinal. And I'm sure that's the mission this year, right? Get to that championship series and prove that you're the top team in Nassau County.
Yeah, it's our goal, and we're going to strive to be there. And if we do, that's amazing. If we don't, we're still going to hang our heads up. We're not going to let them drop, and we're going to be happy no matter how the season ends.
Robert, thank you so much for your time, man.
Yeah,
phenomenal game tonight. Hat trick for you. And best of luck the rest of the way for yourself and the Braves.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Robert Engel, our player of the game tonight, scoring 3 goals, as mentioned, in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Might be the fastest hat trick in the league this year. We'll go home and do the math on it. Robert, again, thank you for your time. Thank you all at home for tuning in tonight. Got to thank my crew, Anthony Papasadero, Gabe Takuri, Rowan Loddick, and Sam Musnick. I'm Travis Quigley. We're back on NYIHSL Friday night. We got a game in Long Beach. We got a game here at the TOB. Make sure you join us, and we'll see you next time at the LI Sports Network.